Hello there, and welcome to this edition of ChamberSOUTH Spotlight. I'm Tiffani Helberg, a proud board member and Vice President for Communications at Community Health of South Florida. I'm really thrilled to have Michael Chicas from Comcast Business join me today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Michael, tell us about yourself and your role at Comcast Business.
Sure. Raised in Miami, came from California when I was about 10 years old. Been in the telecom industry for about 10 years now. Started off kind of at an entry-level position at Comcast. Worked my way up through a senior account executive, field sales manager, and then somebody made me the boss. So I run all the field sales in South Florida. We deal with small to medium businesses all across the state, all across the region. And we just help businesses with their telecom services, see how we can maximize their technology to help their businesses out.
I love to see someone who rose through the ranks. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
I bet. So for somebody who really doesn't understand what you do, explain telecom services and the needs of businesses.
Sure, definitely be happy to. As the pandemic kind of showed us, internet is essential, right? Fast internet is essential. So we deal with more of a local touch when it comes to telecom services. So my team, again, they're in the field. They're talking to business owners day in and day out, and we're really trying to sit down with them and say, hey, how can we maximize our technology to fit your business needs, not the other way around. Yes, everybody needs internet, but there's a difference between the types of internet you get, how you use it, how important it is to you, and how important it is to your business. So we really like to get into the community, talk to the local chambers, local businesses, and just sit down and have a conversation. I need to understand you and your business and their needs in order for me to offer you a solution in order to do it. And the goal is just to keep up with the latest and greatest technology that's out there. And
how do you keep up with the latest and greatest?
Oh man, it's fast moving.
Yeah,
fast moving.
Yeah.
Just in these last, it's funny. When I started 10 years ago, the fastest speeds available would be 16 megabytes. So for those who aren't tech, it's just how quickly things download. Now we're up to like 2 gigs. You're talking about 2,000 times faster in like less than 10 years. And just since the pandemic, it's just shown how important it is to have that stability for any business that's out there. So it's just a constant every day. Every day something's changing. Every day I'm learning something new at my company. And technology around us is just advancing in such a fast pace that we have to keep up with everything.
I agree. Yeah. So you're talking about internet with these businesses. What else are you helping them with?
As far as internet, there is other layers to it, whether it's cybersecurity, making sure that your business is protected. As we all know, we kind of start hearing these stories out there in the news. Hey, this person got hacked and stuff like that. And it's not just big corporations. They attack the little guys too, and if somebody can make a buck, they're going to go after it. So things like cybersecurity, expanded Wi-Fi coverage, making sure your customers are connected when they're inside of your business, making sure they have a reliable connection to latch on to. Then we have voice services. So if you're a business that needs phones in order to operate, to run your business, whether it's sales, communication with the outside world, we provide that as well, whether it be through a cell phone, through us providing you services, or just offering you a phone line for you to go to any local store and grab it there. We also do video services. That's kind of our bread and butter. Everybody knows Comcast as the cable provider. Mm-hmm. So we've been doing that for years. So if you need a TV for the break room, or you're a bar that needs 80 TVs up at one time, we help you with all that. So that's kind of what we do on a day-to-day basis.
80 TVs, that's a lot. What's the most complicated challenge that you've had in your role so far?
Most challenging is really helping people understand that we're there to help. Again, folks see us as the cable provider. Here's another Comcast guy coming in. Yeah. But really, our folks are trying to sit down and offer a solution. It's not just hey, we just want to get you internet and out. So it's that stigma of just getting past this. Like, hey, we're not just a cable provider. We're here to help out. We're here to see how we can make things better for you and your business and your livelihood, to be honest with you. Because, to be honest, if you rely on your internet and it goes down, it costs people thousands, hundreds of dollars. And that's money in their pocket that they need to feed their families and things of that nature. So just getting past that stigma that we're not just a regular cable guy coming by, but really trying to help out.
So tell us about that continued support then. Once you set a company up, you're not just saying, hey, Good luck, buddy.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So the unique thing about Comcast business is that we have a really strong ground force. So I manage a team that handles all of South Florida, a little bit of South Broward, but these folks are there to build relationships. So yes, you could call into our call center. Somebody's going to help you out, and then you could go about your business. But if you really want somebody that's going to be there to help you throughout, it's us on the field. And our guys are trained to again manage the customer experience through and through, be able to support in case things happen, be able to talk to somebody within Comcast to help you get to the solution that you need. So our folks are really trained to be more relationship builders than just transactional salespeople.
Are there new challenges from your perspective with helping set up businesses when so many employees are working from home nowadays?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Like, I think so many companies have people working from home now, and I'm assuming that those are new challenges for employers, especially when it comes to technology.
Definitely, absolutely. As I mentioned during the pandemic, it was a real shock to the system, especially for us, right? Even us, we were used to being in the field. All of a sudden, I got to pull my folks in, and you got to get their teams going. You got to make sure they got monitors, make sure they got reliable internet. So it is a challenge for the business owners. Again, we're there to support them, but really it's to provide that connectivity that they're needed. I don't know if you heard, but I don't know if you've seen in the news, but rural broadband is becoming a bigger thing. So there's certain parts in the state where the internet is the infrastructure is not there to provide the fast speeds that you need at home, right? Yes, you might have a house, but it could be the technology's old and we need to do upgrades. So Comcast invested a lot in their network these last 4 years in order to strengthen the network, to be able to provide it to not just the business owner, the type of speeds that they need to run their business, but to provide it at the house in order for you to run your business, because it did change kind of the landscape of what we're facing here. And, Comcast, I always like to say Comcast is everywhere, but not everywhere. Right? We're not in Tampa. We're not in Orlando. Certain parts of Miami we might not be in, but we will build out to these places. We will build out and build our infrastructure to provide that solution that they need. It's just matters of figuring out where and a little bit of time to kind of build it out.
You bring up another point. Do you have companies you're helping connect networks, not just from Miami, but all over the country or the world?
Yes, actually, absolutely. South Florida is a big hub when it comes to commerce. Obviously, we're connected really deeply with Latin America, the Caribbean, and stuff like that. But it really expands across the globe. Comcast recently acquired a company in order to be more of an international player. Or if you have a hub here in Miami, but you have a location in South America, in Asia, we could connect all that now, which a few years ago we weren't able to do that. And again, it kind of comes from that thought process of Comcast is, okay, we gotta expand our reach. We got to get global, which we weren't that long ago. So we acquired a company and that was able to do that. And now we're transitioning to, hey, we are a global solution at this point. We could offer you service all across the world.
That's cool. Yeah. So what's next? What do you see as the future of telecom?
Faster speeds.
Everything we want it now, yesterday.
Everything want it now. I mean, if you look around, at a restaurant, how many devices are connected to the internet? Heck, at your house, how many iPads, how many tablets, things of that nature. And it's even going beyond that, right? So right now you're talking about your refrigerators connected to the internet.
That's true.
Meter rooms, all kinds of things that are connected. We call it IoT, Internet of Things, because everything is kind of starting to get connected. So in order to support that, you need the infrastructure. You need bigger bandwidth, bigger pipes, bigger everything in order to support it. And that's really where it's going, is connectivity, making sure that you're connected at all times.
Well, it'll be interesting to see this brave new world.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Anything I haven't asked you that you want people to know?
Like I mentioned before, it's that misconception that we're just there to sell you. We're really trying to be involved in the community. It's not just with this chamber. It's really across the state. We work with the local chambers because it's such a great way to kind of bridge that. I like to call it technology gap.
Sure.
When you're starting a business, whether you're a doctor or maybe a pizza maker, technology might not be what you're an expert on.
And it's not supposed to be, right?
It's not supposed to be. But that's where we come in and really want to sit down with you. And really our intention is to understand what you're doing and how we could help. So again, with partnering with the chambers, it just makes it so much easier to really get it from the early going and to really invest in the community.
Michael, good information. Glad you're a resource here and glad you're part of the chamber. And we look forward to hearing more from you again soon, right? And I hope that the rest of you will continue to watch Chamber South Spotlight and join us at our many networkers. Check out our website. There's so much going on, so many ways for you to get involved, and I appreciate you tuning in today.